Hi guys, Beulah Scott, occupational therapist.
And Mike, the physical therapist.
And today we're going to talk about making your own ice packs at home with everyday items that you may have in your home. And it's simple and easy and inexpensive. So we're going to go over the 5 ways you can do that. And we have one bonus item, a tip regarding ice that we've also included in this. But before we go into talking about that, we'd like you to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe and like us, and then to our Facebook, where you can go and like and share our videos, and in the comment section, give us any ideas that you'd like us to talk about, the different topics that you may be interested in, and we will try to do those videos. So we're going to go into the first item, which is corn syrup. And the corn syrup is just the only ingredient that we use, and we have a Ziploc bag here. And
then we filled it up to about a quarter of the way full for this one, and sealed it up, threw it in the freezer. That's all there was to it.
And you want to make sure that your Ziploc bag is a good one, so that it is sealing properly, so you don't want the leak into your refrigerator. Or the other way you could do it is also double bag that, if that's how you want.
You don't want the corn syrup leaking into your freezer. That would
be a little sticky. So with this one too, it's really moldable. I really like that, the fact that you can mold it. You can use it on any body part and any shoulder, your hand, wrist, your foot. And I think this is my favorite one out of all of them, but we'll go through the rest of them. You can also use a larger bag. Obviously that's going to use a lot more of the corn syrup, but you could use a larger bag as well.
But a lot of people have back pain and they want a bigger bag that'll go across, and they have the 1-gallon freezer bags that would be perfect for the low back. And you just have to still fill it up, that 1-gallon bag up to a quarter full, and then let it freeze, and you could probably even sit nicely with it behind your back as you're sitting, and it wouldn't bust it open because it's so moldable. It molds
really, really well, really well. The other surprising item is dishwashing liquid, and it doesn't matter what product it is. With this one, it also makes a really good ice pack.
It froze a little more solid than the syrup did, but it still is very moldable. After you left it out a few minutes, it molds to any part of your body just like the other one does. Just not quite as much of a gel state as that is. So.
Yeah, and with this one, you could leave it in the refrigerator like for 2 hours, and then it would be really perfect. Ready. If you do leave it overnight, you would have to, we've taken it out for a little bit, so it's a little bit more moldable. When we first took it out, it was a little hard, and so we had to leave it out, but it works perfect. As you can see, it's molding great over there. So that's a great, inexpensive item. You have it at home and you can quickly make that. The other item you have at home is salt. And with the salt, you can make a great ice pack. And we have the salt and water.
It's 2 tablespoons of salt with 2 cups of water. The only thing is this one froze a lot more solid. So it wasn't nearly as moldable. It started melting. It's still very, very cold, but it's more of a liquid right now.
Yeah, and if you have it out a while, we've had it out a little while, so it's now a little bit more liquidy. But this feels great. It's perfect ice, and you can mold it over, the site that you have your injury or that you're using for pain management. And then the 4th item is the rubbing alcohol.
You mix that at a ratio of 3 to 1. For this bag, we used a 1/2 cup of rubbing alcohol to 1.5 cups of water. And once again, you could make it bigger, a larger bag, and you just have to maybe triple the amount of each one that you're putting in there. But this one it was a little more crunchy than the syrup and the dishwashing soap, but it did form pretty nice around your arm, even right out of the freezer.
So that's the 4 items there.
But
And
real quick though, on those 4 items, put a barrier in between your skin and those ice packs, and
a pillowcase.
just
This is
a
pillowcase.
regular old pillowcase that'll keep you from getting like frostbite to the skin when you're doing it. So
And you could either put it in the pillowcase, or you could put the pillowcase around your skin and put it above. So either way, whatever your preference is. And the last item here is one that we all have in our homes, is the scrubber. What do you call it?
just a sponge.
Sponge.
It's a regular old sponge. You get it really nice and wet, put it in a Ziploc bag, throw it in the freezer. It gets pretty cold. It's not as moldable as the other ones that we use, but you know what? If you injure yourself and need some ice right away and don't have any of the rest of the things in there, or couldn't remember, just do this one. It's quick and easy.
And get the one that is a sponge. It doesn't have the scrubbing part on the other side. So you want just a plain sponge. And you can put it in the freezer, you wet it, and then just put it in the freezer. Or you can put it in the bag, as we have here. So either way, but it's for a smaller area, and obviously you can't really mold it, but it's quick and easy to use if you are looking to, you know, find something quickly. If you by chance don't have any of these items, which most likely you have one of these in your home. And then our last bonus tip that we have here.
This is for people with foot pain especially.
Plantar
Plantar
fasciitis.
fasciitis, any kind of heel pain, pain around the toes from arthritis. Morton's neuroma is another common one. But any pain on the bottom of your foot, you just freeze a bottle of water, and then you put it on the ground, and for about 3 to 5 minutes, just roll the bottom of your foot back and forth. And it has the numbing effect of the ice, but it also does a soft tissue massage of the bottom of the foot. So it feels good for 2 different reasons, and it does really help with the inflammation with those conditions. So.
And we use these in the clinic. Simple as that. You know, you can make this at home, and it provides really good relief from a lot of our clients. I've used it as well. It provides the relief that you need. So this is our bonus tip on ice. And thank you for listening. And next week we will be back with a different video, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.